welcome to Elevating Lives. I'm Charles Zevos, Executive Director of Rise Life Services, and we've changed our format of our show a little bit because it's going to be a cooking show. And the goal is to educate our individuals we serve, our staff, the family, and the community. So our goal, again, is to really teach people how to cook. And we're making it's Greek to me today, the episode, and we're going to make chicken soup. Now, chicken soup, when I was a kid, my grandparents and my mother used to make chicken soup when I had a cold, and it was like the penicillin of soup, and basically the Greek avgolemono soup that we're making today is adding an additional ingredient, which is lemon, which gives you vitamin C, which also helps with the cold. So, chicken soup is very good. We love making it. Our family loves to make it. And I have three guests, excuse me. And we have Jesse.
Here.
How are you, Jess? Emily, Lily, and Renee. So tell us how you start to make the soup.
Okay, well, one of the ways that we start if you were at home is to boil a chicken and make your basic chicken soup. But because today we're making it on TV and we want to make it a little bit of a quicker version, we're using chicken stock. And the first thing that we're going to put into it to get it cooking is our orzo, which is like a Greek pasta. So Lily's going to measure out 3/4 of a cup of orzo and put it into the soup so that starts cooking.
I kind of feel at home with this recipe. I mean, I never cooked it or seen it, but I'm Greek.
Oh, okay, there you go, Jess. So when you go home tonight, you can maybe show mom and dad and, okay, put the orzo in and then get the big spoon and you start stirring.
I don't speak to my dad anymore.
Okay, now while Lily is doing this, Jess is going to blend the vegetables. That's another different thing with the soup is that we blend the vegetables. We don't keep them whole in the soup. So we have the carrots chopped up and the celery and the onions. Okay, basically the vegetables that go in chicken soup. So come on over here, Jess, and you're going to put in, we're going to start with the carrots. Okay, so put the carrots in. And when you blend, you always need a little bit of juice. So we're going to add a little bit of chicken stock to that.
Should I put the celery in?
No, we'll do one at a time, all right? All right, you put the top on. There you go.
Will it blend?
Will it blend?
That is the question.
All right, power on and now press high. Okay, now, very carefully, we're going to put it into the soup because the soup now is hot, okay? So let's use the spoon, excuse me. Okay. Very carefully, let go of it a little bit, just let me do this one. Because I don't want it to plop in. All right, and then Lil, you're gonna keep stirring, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we're also gonna be blending other things too, so we'll give you a chance to do that. Okay, keep stirring. All right, now we're gonna do the celery.
And the onion?
And the onion, yeah, that goes all together.
You could sing him.
Okay. This is a quick version. If you were home, like I said, you might be boiling your chicken because after you make the soup, it's nice to make chicken sandwiches. Let me press it down a little bit here. Sometimes the vegetables get stuck. Okay. You can stop it. Let's see how it looks. Perfect.
Perfect consistency.
Perfect. Okay, do you think you can put it in nice and slow into the pot? Okay, watch out, Lil. He's gonna put it in nice and slow. Go ahead. Go ahead, you go a little faster. Perfect. Very good. Maybe we don't want it to get splash up on. Yeah, good. You could do that, Lil. That's great. Thank you. Okay. All right, so now, if you were home, you would let these carrots and celery and onions cook a little bit, maybe like a good half an hour, so they're cooked really well, all right? And while
I splashed a little bit.
right, that's okay. Okay, the next important step to this Greek chicken soup is to add the eggs and lemon, and that's what's gonna give it a creamy and a thick consistency, all right? And that's what's gonna make it a little bit different than regular chicken soup, all right? So,
Should I use the drop method or the crack on the pot method?
no, we're gonna put it in the blender, all right?
This way it doesn't curdle.
Right, okay, and then that's another important step. We're gonna show you how we're gonna put, before we put the egg into the soup, we have to add a little bit of the hot liquid into the egg, so the egg is not cold. If we put a cold egg in the soup, guess what happens?
It will curdle.
Scrambled eggs. We don't want scrambled eggs in our soup, right?
No.
There are some soups that you do make a little egg, and there's an Italian chicken soup that you do make a little scrambled egg.
What about
Alright, but
how
this
the
is-
shell?
The shell, no, we're not putting the shells in. So here's what we're gonna do. Okay, it's always good when you're cooking to crack your egg separately before you put it into your recipe, just in case it's a bad egg, all right? So let's use this, all right? And we're gonna crack the egg. Can you do that? Do you know how to crack
Sure,
the egg?
I know how to
Okay,
crack an
and
egg.
put it in here and make sure it's a good egg.
I can't eat the yellow part. I only eat the white part.
Oh. All right, let me put this in the blender, all right? I'm gonna do one at a time. Oh,
I
all
much
right.
more prefer the drop method.
What do you mean by the drop method? Oh, you mean, oh, all right.
When you're at home, you can do it any way you like.
There goes.
All right. I'm gonna took
No,
three
keep
eggs.
stirring.
3 eggs. Maybe we'll give Jesse a turn to stir. We'll let Lily do this next part. How about that, Lil?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oops.
Well, that was a
I'm gonna
splatter.
lower this a little bit. Good. Okay, you can rinse
I'm
your
gonna
hands
wash.
off. Yes, rinse your hands off. And then we're gonna let Lily do the next part with the blender.
You might want to lower the.
Yeah, I just did. Know why we stir? Because we don't want the pasta to stick to the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
alright?
At my house, we put a little bit of
Your towel,
salt
please?
and we put a drop of when we make pasta for,
Right.
like, for dinner and everything. We put a little bit of salt and we put a drop of oil into the water
Can I
because
grab
it
a towel,
won't
please?
stick.
Yeah, some people do that. And then there's also people that think it's not a good idea to put oil in, you know why? Because then they say the sauce won't stick to the pasta. Right? Everybody has their own ideas about cooking. All right, where's Jess? All right, as soon as you come back, Jess, we're gonna make you be the stirrer, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right, now Lily's gonna do the next step to the soup, okay? And what it says on here is, we're keeping the heat low, okay? And we're gonna add 3 eggs,
We did.
some lemon juice, and cornstarch, okay? So you're gonna measure out some cornstarch, Lil. 3,
And why do we put cornstarch in here?
what does the cornstarch do, you think? Cornstarch makes it thick.
Thick.
We're gonna make the soup a little thick, okay? And the eggs do that too. Eggs make it thick also. So this is about, see what I'm doing here? Okay, that's 1 tablespoon, so we'll dump it. So you put 2 more of those in.
So it becomes like a creamy type soup.
Exactly, right.
Oh, that's
That
great.
makes it a little bit different too, right? Than your basic chicken soup.
Now, I noticed you didn't put any salt and pepper in. So the salt and pepper you add to your liking,
To your
I guess,
liking,
right?
right, yes,
Okay.
yes. And because we use the chicken stock, lots of times it is salty.
Okay.
You know, so when I did it at home, I realized that, but yes, salt and pepper, it's according to how you like. We didn't put any in today, but it does have it on our recipe. All right, and We're not gonna squeeze a lemon, but it's always good to squeeze a lemon if you wanna put it in. If we were home, that's what Mr. Evdos would be doing, squeezing more lemon into his soup. So we're gonna use.
I like it lemony.
We're gonna do lemon juice, I'm gonna use 1/3 of a cup, okay? We could add a little more. Okay. Put it in. How's the soup over here doing? It's not boiling, is it, Jess?
Nope.
Okay, put the top on, Lil.
Is it?
A little piece of carrot. Put the top on. Okay, now this time we're going to blend it low. We're not gonna put it on high. So first turn it on.
Why not low, miss?
Well, because these are eggs,
at
they're
high.
delicate, they don't need, it's not like, it's like a carrot.
Plus, if you put it too high, it might spread. Come out of the pot.
I meant to say high.
Good. Okay, how are we doing over here? Let me see how this soup is. This is the soup that we made at home. Good.
That's the one y'all made at home?
Mhm.
All right, now we're gonna put the magic in the soup, and it's gonna change it, okay? Now it's not gonna be basic chicken soup anymore. Now it's gonna be Greek chicken soup. Of course, we're gonna add the lemon and the egg. But before we do that, remember what I said? We have to put a little bit of the hot soup in the egg. So the egg, I'm gonna use my little measuring cup. So the egg is a little bit warm, right, Lil?
And again, you don't want to mix it without the soup because you don't want it to curdle. So that's an important piece. And if you don't want to use chicken broth, do the chicken thighs, chicken legs, and making the broth from scratch. You should let it cook for about 2 hours so you get all the flavor of the chicken.
Right.
Can you repeat that, mister?
We're doing a quick version right now, but if you were home, you'd be cooking your chicken for a good 2 hours, get it nice and tasty.
Yeah, we always make.
And if you use a whole chicken with lemon, with water really, you can make anywhere
yes,
from
because we
4
only
to
have a
12
half
people,
hour.
depending on how much chicken
Right.
you want to make and how much broth. So it's up to you. It's an inexpensive meal, and it's tasty as could be.
Okay. All right, now, very slowly, you're gonna pour it into the soup, okay? Just remember, we don't want it to splash. Go ahead. There you go. Does the soup feel like it's getting a little thicker,
A little, yeah.
Jesse? Right, yeah, you feel the difference, right? And
What'll,
now,
what'll happen is it'll come to a boil again, and it'll get thicker.
right, right. Now, if you made the chicken soup at home and you use chicken, this would be, you would have taken the chicken out by now and let it cool, and once the soup is done, we like to make chicken sandwiches at home.
Yep.
Get some bacon, a tomato, and make a nice chicken sandwich along with a bowl of soup. And
And
that's
you
a
have a
nice,
complete meal.
and there's your dinner.
Unless you're one of those religions who doesn't like bacon, or you don't
Well,
like bacon
you put
personally.
whatever
Then,
you like on
then
it.
you don't use it,
You
right?
can put mayonnaise, more lemon. It's up to you. It's your taste buds.
Alright, so,
Mayonnaise?
Yeah, I put mayonnaise on my sandwich.
Oh, okay, not in the.
not in the
No,
soup.
not into the soup.
That would be
You know, I
silly.
never tried it with mayonnaise. Maybe next time I will.
No.
No, not a good
Sometimes
idea.
on my sandwiches, I put like honey mustard.
Oh, that's- Whatever your taste buds like, that's what you do.
Okay, so, you think we should taste the soup that I made?
Why not?
Good idea, right? We have some time and
But
this
again,
can
you gotta
sit
let
here.
that come to a
I
boil.
was just gonna say, let this, you can stop stirring a little bit, Jess, let this
Okay, thanks.
come to a little bit, I'm just gonna put the heat up a little bit, okay? So,
Let me get some bowls.
yeah. This looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yes.
Only it's not, it's not really
Well,
cooked.
that's because we
cook
don't,
long enough.
we don't have the the chicken, that's the one.
Right, yeah, we don't have the chicken in it. I mean, we didn't bring any, next time we know to bring spoon things. Can I have a paper towel?
Sure.
See, it's coming to a boil, see? See how it's getting thicker?
Mm-hmm.
And how long should you let that cook now that,
I would let it cook a good 20 minutes.
so the vegetables get
And the cornstarch, you don't want to taste the cornstarch, you want the cornstarch to be
blended?
cooked, yeah. Cause you know, we already had experience with cornstarch, how it can taste if it's not cooked.
Well, you learn from trying.
Did we bring a
And
spatula?
can I ask you a question? Who taught you how to make the soup?
My husband,
That's
my
right.
Greek husband.
And our kids know how to make it, and they always make it at least a couple times a year, especially when people have cold.
Cause the
Okay,
way
so this is the soup
And it's
all
good when it's
made.
cold, too,
Actually,
outside.
that one's nice, it's a little bit thicker than the one I made at home yesterday. Okay, Jess, do you wanna try a little bit?
Sure.
Okay. I'll just give you a little bit, cause it's gonna be nice,
Here's a
very
spoon.
hot. Lil,
I have a spoon?
got
Yeah, Jess, here's a spoon if you need it.
Thank you.
Charles, do you want a little
No,
bit now?
no. Shira, would you like some soup? Come on up here.
It's just very hot, so be careful.
Here you go, Shira.
It's good.
Yeah, you like it?
Now, you can add salt and pepper to your, the
Yeah,
soup.
that's right, there's not gonna be,
If you wanna add, I happen to add more lemon too, because I like it. Being Greek, lemon is the key ingredient.
I like the
it's
soup.
good, yeah, I made the one you made.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
do you like it, Jess?
Yep.
Good. Do you think you'll try it?
Yeah, I'll try
You
it.
think you can try
Okay.
it at home?
I think so.
What do you think? Or you're busy? I'm
Have a
sorry.
copy of the recipe.
You're gonna get a copy of the recipe, yes. But remember, I think we're gonna make a new recipe, right? Cause we have to add carrots and celery and onions.
Right.
And I know Lily cooks at home, right, Lil?
Mm-hmm,
Do you think you would make this for your, house?
yeah.
Good.
And again, what this show is trying to accomplish is teaching our individuals that we serve how to cook good nutrition. And really, the viewers, the community, families, and our staff really can learn from this meal. And next week, we have Joanne Vitale performing a meal. It's gonna be called Rise Mangia, which will be an Italian version, probably spaghetti and sausage and meatballs. So Joanne, we're excited about that, and each week we'll have a different show. So we're looking forward to that.
That'd be nice. It'd be nice to have all different, ethnics.
Yes, that's the key. And one thing that we really pride ourselves on, we have food pantries that serve the East End. Over the last couple of years, our demand for food pantry has gone up 300%. And it's sad because with the economy, inflation, 3 food pantries have closed over the years. And we really work with Long Island Harvest, Long Island Cares, ShopRite, Panera Bread, the local farmers that help us with this, feeding the hungry. And what we're looking for is a food truck, a refrigerator truck, that we can deliver the food to areas that need it, and especially the elderly who can't come to our food pantries. There's about 30 to 40 individual elderly couples that we help feed. And without support, we count on donations because we get no funding for running our food pantry. And it's very important that our agency, if the public can help us with the donations, we would
That's
appreciate
where they
it.
come in the picture.
So if you go to riselifeservices.org and click on the food pantry truck, you can donate to that Rise, whether it's $1, $10, $20, whatever you can do to help us buy this van is deeply appreciated. So again, next show will be Rise Manja. I thank my guests today for helping us cooking, Renee, Lillian, and Jesse. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And have a great
Thank you.
soup. And all I have to say at the end is, Opa! Have a great
Opa.
day, everybody.